Wow. So I just came back from an expedition that's literally nearly left me speechless. So, um, had incredible sightings, made amazing discoveries. Things now there's going to be videos that come out to show things and expose things that are going to take this Sasquatch discovery to just such another level. It's so much more. I always knew it was going to be so much more, and now after what I've seen and the evidence that we've uncovered, and it's I'm just absolutely speechless. So perhaps I'll I'll start with Jason Shoot, who was a regular expeditioner of mine, decided he was going to be, I don't know how to say it nicely, badass, and go out and kill it and go up to Radium by himself, spend 3 days there, and then trek on a little further into the wilderness all alone. And man was out there for, I don't know, like he was out there for 10 days, probably like 7 of those days by himself. Hello, Kyle. Thanks for tuning in. Kyle just came back. Kyle knows what I'm talking about. Like just the evidence and the things that are going on here. I literally, I've never felt so changed as a human being as I do now. I literally look back on who I was, a month ago, and it's just changed. I learned so much. The Sasquatch have taught me so much. But so what I and I'm not even, honestly, guys, I'm not even really ready to go through the sightings, the experience. Ashley, basically the expedition, I was out there with Ashley quite a bit alone. Kyle was out there with Sasquatch Odyssey leading an expedition, which was it's like so successful. It's ridiculous. It's funny because Kyle's, he's way too hard on himself. I know you're watching, Kyle. You're just way too hard on yourself. Always worried about what's going to happen. Sasquatch Odyssey's out here. What? And what it just his expedition was unreal. I mean, Sasquatch Odyssey's not going to argue. You know that there was a Sasquatch within 200 yards of him on multiple occasions. I think I probably should have just put that point to him. I guess Kyle would speak better to that. But there was a Sasquatch out in the wilderness. He got calls from it. There was one particular call, like a woo woo, the big giant primate sound that I was talking when it happened, so everybody else heard it but me. I did kind of hear a little bit of it, but not clearly enough. But I mean, obviously, a giant primate's out in the wilderness, and that sound couldn't have been more than 100 yards away from where we were sitting. So just unreal. Like, there's a point where I stood up and I was like, "Well, there's a Sasquatch over there. That was clearly a Sasquatch, and let's go say hi." We went for a night walk. It was just totally spectacular. Like, I can't say enough outstanding things. But what I guess just one of the things I'm able to talk about right now. Jason's actually here at my house. He's just flying home in an hour, so I'm going to drive him to the airport. So the man is just like speechless to what happened. So I've talked about this a few times before. I'm talking about today the spiritual animal ritual, where the Sasquatch comes and judges you, and then when you're worthy of the wilderness, through your judgment, you get a spiritual animal. Jason Shoot went up to the top of Radium, where I had the ritual performed on me, and got his spiritual animal. So I don't know how comfortable I am talking about the journey that he went on. Literally, he got his spiritual animal. Just when he came back, I told him he didn't even know. He wasn't even aware of what happened. So much, like, he was like, all these amazing things happen, and I'm like, dude, a Sasquatch put hands on you, dude. This happened with this grizzly bear, dude. That doesn't happen. Like, these are like, I spend hundreds of days in this particular wilderness area. These are impossible things happen to him. You know, like, he saw things that I've never even heard of before, interacting with this grizzly bear alone, and with what the Sasquatch did to him. It was absolutely, it's nothing short of a miracle. He literally, I mean, he's been so overwhelmed and struggling for survival too, going out alone like that, and everything that he went through. I'm I'm absolutely in awe. So I'm gonna start answering questions in a minute, guys. I'm just gonna have a sip of this tea. My throat's a little sore today. Tea's super hot. I just take a minute to just breathe and be like, oh my god, this is all really happening. Like, everything I'm what's going to happen now. in these next few years with all the new stuff that's coming out is everything I've been saying is all going to be substantiated. You know, what, how the Sasquatch act, what they've been doing to me, the rituals they've been performing, the fact that they're shaman and teachers, all this stuff is undeniable truth now. Like we have such evidence about what incredible beings they are. Wait till you see even Sasquatch Odyssey is probably going to put it out before me. I'd recommend you go start watching what he did and what he experienced on this expedition, because he'll start to testify to what everybody's testifying to. These expeditions are nothing like you'd think. They're they're not some guy wandering around the bush looking for Sasquatch and whooping. It's nothing like that. It's literally, I and I'm gonna start accepting this. It's literally a shaman out there that has a special connection to Sasquatch. So I'm the shaman, and I'm accepting that role, and I'm taking and guiding people, and I'm a conduit to help them connect to nature, connect to their awakening, and then if all goes well, discover a Sasquatch. And like Jason will testify too. They're such good teachers. They know what you need more than you do. You can come out to these expeditions and expect a sighting or blah blah blah, or you want this or these things to happen, and these teachers will give you what you need. Period. And you when you go home, like Jason is today, he'll be like, "Man, I wanted something completely different, and I got this." And he goes, "And this is better than a sighting he had this year with his ritual, with his connection, with his new level that he's ascended to in his life." People literally, as human beings, if you don't know what the definition of a human is, let me tell you. Human, hu is Latin for light, and man is manifestation. So human is a manifestation of light. People literally come out here, and I tell them this, to come out at your highest level, as humanly bright as you can be, and you're going to go home. You come out here, you're at your highest level of 10, and you'll go home with 14. That's how life changing this is. It's been like that with everybody this year. There's been no exceptions. Literally nobody has not had, this incredible uplifting experience. And that's what the discovery of Sasquatch is about. It's not what you think. It's about ascending. The way you discover a Sasquatch is by growing and spiritually expanding and awakening to your connection to nature, to your spirituality, to the earth, to the planet, to the universe, all these things. So you come out with me, and I'm more of a guide in that journey, in that exploration. I'm hard on people. I push them. We walk around barefoot if we can. We do ice bathing. We see the most beautiful, incredible places and connect to them, and do spiritual Cree rituals to connect to the earth. And it's changing people's lives. And I'm not an exception. Literally, I remember looking at Ashley after these sightings and all the Sasquatch activity had happened between us. And Sasquatch got within. I'm actually, after going back there with Sasquatch Odyssey and Kyle, that Sasquatch was way closer than I thought. Like 15 yards away from me, there was a Sasquatch just standing there, and mind speaking with me. And Ashley is right there, like mind blowing. I'm going through these things that he's just putting in my head and putting in my head and putting in my head, and then here's the question, and is this the answer? And that's the answer. And the Sasquatch, bang bang, that's the answer, and he walks off because he was trying to get it into me. And this journey, I mean, it's a very personal journey. I will talk about it. You just have to give me some time. Like Jason here today, he's like, man, I can't even. It's hard to assimilate all this change. It's such a paradigm smashing experience coming out here and connecting to the earth, to the planet, to your true spiritual self and awakening, that you really it's hard to just. And I still have one more expedition to do with more amazing people. So let's get to some questions. um, I'd love to answer them. I know you guys are going to push me. So hello Andy, thanks for tuning in and hosting today. I really appreciate it. Nobody special. Hey Todd, you are somebody special. Todd, have you seen the Colorado video? I don't know. There was a new video that came out that I saw, like TMZ had it, and I only had a quick look at it. I'll do a breakdown of it in the next couple weeks. I'm not in a rush, and it looks. I can't see anything non-authentic about it at this point. So, um, hello, hello Melissa. Thanks for tuning in. Just so you know, Jason is also from Ontario. Hello from Central Florida. That's where Kyle is. Hello Laura. When we see the new videos, uh, documentaries up and going to Netflix so soon, next couple months. So this, I have one more expedition to do, and then I go retrieve my equipment and bring it in for the winter. And then I'm dedicated to Warner Brothers and finishing up the film for them. What the film's done, just putting the pieces together, like editing it down basically, because all the filming's done. So Corey Sweet, is that one filmed from the train? Yeah, that's, I don't know where it is, but it's filmed from the train, and I saw that today. And yeah, it I see no holes in it as of yet. I didn't have a good hard look, and I like the backstory. It'd be nice if somebody went out there and actually did a size comparison and that sort of thing. That probably won't happen, which sucks. But as exciting as I got, like talking to Ashley about it today, she's very excited. Well, it's new Patterson, but it's not. We get excited and we see a new piece of footage, and it is impressive, and it's very exciting to potentially have new Sasquatch footage, but it's not going to compare it to the Patterson footage. And it's not clear like my footage, and even video 3. It's not like I have proof that the video 3 is a 9 foot plus tall Sasquatch running faster than a man, and so it's a Sasquatch, right? I don't know if we're going to get that kind of evidence. The Patterson footage has the mid tarsal joint moving and a track with a pressure ridge, besides a dozen other things. So I mean, the Patterson footage is absolutely 100% authentic. And so I don't know if we'll ever get to the point with this new video that's out there. You should go have a look at it. Um, I'm just like, I'm all buried in expeditions, getting equipment ready. My stuff's all, charging up and getting cleaned up, and oh my god. So, and then I'm back out in a couple days. So, hey Ash, true, you great, Kyle. Let's. Ashley's on today. Hello, Ashley. So wonderful to have you. Everybody's excited to have her. So I'm excited too. Thanks for tuning in, babe. Good evening, everyone. Boom. Hello, James. I just spoke to James today. Man, James got an earful. I almost want to say sorry, James. I was like, just like, and all the people that I'm gonna start having chats with, and I'd encourage everybody to have discussions amongst themselves. I know it's hard to get a hold of Ashley, but yeah, even what's Ashley gonna say? What's Ashley gonna talk about? Like, I haven't spoken to her about. I mean, just how incredible that experience was, and we've talked about the experience, and we've grown from the experience. But what she's going to say publicly and what she's going to do and how she's going to move forward is it's completely on her terms. So, and I haven't given much away because the incident meant. What I will tell you is Ashley and I were out there for 4 hours. We're at a structure in the hella middle of nowhere, and we're meditating and literally just in one spot. Like, we stayed within like probably 10 yards of this one spot for 4 hours, and the Sasquatch came to us. We had all these incredible experiences, and I'm so grateful for you, Ashley. Like, oh my god, to say it publicly, like what this woman has brought in my life. I mean, it's been absolutely astonishing. I wouldn't have, if she hadn't been there. I don't know what would, I don't know. I probably wouldn't have had any of that stuff happen. So she was a catalyst that just created this nuclear explosion. I mean, she was my uranium. you know, she just brings this stuff to the table, and I don't want to talk about it in specific, but it was just like a miracle. All these miracles just fall into place, and then it's like your destiny just happens, and it's that deep, guys. Like, it's very very few times in my life I've had such incredible change happen, and it's wonderful, and I'm so excited about it. So everybody saying hi to Ash. That's awesome. What was his animal? I think I mentioned it, and I'd be happy to mention it again. It was a boar grizzly bear. Boar. And it was, even Ashley was there when Jason was telling us what happened, and then Ashley and I were part of his discovery process. It was a female that did the ritual on him, and I don't know, Ashley's just there, and she's always like adding to it, and I can't keep track of who did what, who got where. Like, this giant triangle that we found. Wait till you see this video, guys. It's unreal. This giant old tree, the oldest tree I've ever seen in this area. And the Sasquatch pay this incredible homage to it by making this awesome triangle with these trees up against. I mean, it's clearly Sasquatch. Just the most skeptical person that was out on the expedition was Sasquatch Odyssey. And I literally definitively looked at him and was like, "What do you think?" He goes, "A Sasquatch did it." There's no other possibility. There's humans couldn't have done that. They couldn't have gotten in there. There's no signs of cranes. Like it just, and it's old. It's like 40, 50 years old. This triangle's been there, you know, and it's just absolutely astonishing. This 400, this around 400-year-old Douglas fir is still alive and thriving, you know, and all the people that were around, you know, had a part of it. We're calling it Ashley's Triangle. I have to pay homage to this amazing lady in my life because like what a gift to Sasquatch research, ladies and gentlemen, having Ashley become involved and dedicate herself to this so significantly. Like even she wanted a week with just Todd Standing and Ashley. Like we have a bond. We have this powerful, incredible relationship. I mean, the girl and I are just blended and amazing, and she takes this time with her bonded mate and goes out and what an incredible experience. Like I can't even. I'm so grateful, I'm telling you guys, like, for this discovery process moving forward, we needed a lady, and man, we got man, like, she is just absolutely outstanding. So she's got videos coming up. She has her YouTube channel here, and what she's going to accomplish. Well, I'll be surprised this much when, you know, she just blows this discovery right out of the water. We needed her. We needed some a good feminine presence that was grounded and attached and nature infused, as she calls herself, and she so is. And we got it. Like one thing you can take away from this live show, ladies and gentlemen, is be excited, man. Be so excited. Don't be so superficial, worried about footage and stuff like that. Much more important things are happening here. Much more important things. The drone did really well this year, but I just don't think it has the capacity to get footage the way I want. It's so loud, guys. It's not like you think. Like, you know, it's quiet. It's got super quiet blades on it. But out in the wilderness, you know, I can whisper like this and someone hears me at 20 yards. That's how quiet it is out in the wilderness. It's not. I flew in the city. Man, it's so quiet. I fly out in the wilderness. It's freaking like we can hear it at 500 yards when it's, you know, 900 feet in the air. We hear it clear as day. We hear it. Never mind the deer and the Sasquatch and the animals that are out there. It's so vividly loud, and I know they can't see it. 900 feet. The things, you need binoculars to see it, but you certainly can hear it. So it's been a wonderful asset, and I don't regret getting it at all. But it's just it's not going to be the time. Not is not right now where the technology is going to break this discovery the way we want it to. So it's going to be much more spiritual, much more boots on the ground, connecting. So and this year is not done yet. Late. I just have no idea. Like, the September expedition was incredible. Ashley was there. We all had that sighting with two Sasquatch, which is incredible. They woke us up, took a bite out of an apple, had this amazing nighttime sighting that was absolutely brilliant and amazing. This expedition, this last one, was better. I can't even believe I'm saying that, but it was just next level. And I got one more. I have no idea. I just live my life expecting incredible miracles, and they just keep popping up. And I have so much gratitude for all of you and the success moving forward. It's just I'm almost I'm almost happy that this is the last few weeks of me going out there, because I don't know how much more of this I can handle. Like, how much more bliss, how much more mind blowing experiences the Sasquatch can give me this year, and the expeditioners. It's just blowing people's minds. Where it's really true. You know, you gotta, spirituality is not any different than growing in any other way. You lift weights, you do work. Like, you know, you can't, if you're doing 200-pound bench presses and you get really great success and you grow, you know, get up to 250, but you don't do 400-pound benches. It just doesn't work that way. And I feel like it's just so, I'm so maxed out, guys. I'm so maxed out. I need a few days just to even just settle down and get, wrap my head around what's going on, and get some serenity and calm, and start just letting it come in. It's a lot like when I first filmed the Sasquatch and discovered they were real, or even anybody. I take out an expedition, they see a Sasquatch. It takes a month to go home and just assimilate that information. They always call me back. They always go, "Man, I really saw a Sasquatch." It's a cliche. Ashley did it. Her second time she'd seen a Sasquatch. She knows they're out there. And a month or two later, she was like, I don't really think I saw a Sasquatch. I had to sit down there and make sure that she understood the truth of it. And it's not a very long walk. I take them on a short walk, and with her own testimony, I'll prove to her that she did see a Sasquatch beyond any reasonable doubt. But if you're not out there and you don't do it, you just don't understand. And I understand. I've been out with the best in the world. I've been out with the toughest human beings, female primatologists, PhDs. They just keep coming, and we're all human, and we all have those doubts. And when we break a paradigm, it's tough, man. It's not. It's not so easy. It doesn't flow like you think it does. It's hard. Once you break that barrier and you bust that chain, it's literally like back in the old days when they put those chains on people and they would have to walk short steps. You break the chains off them, they will still walk like that. You know what I mean? Do you understand that? Like, you're so programmed that when you break the programming, it takes time to realize, man, I can just fully walk here. Like, I can move, I can breathe, you know, and it just takes time to assimilate that. And I just feel like it's just been so much. So love my life, but yeah. Why is there so dash something Jones? Why has there been no undeniable discovery yet? Well, there really has. Like, the Patterson footage is undeniable. My video 3 is undeniable. Like, I don't know what people want. The dermal ridges, Jimmy Chilcott, Jeff Meldrum having the feet accepted. I mean, it's really what is it going to take? Like, let me ask you this: do you believe in a court of law? Do you believe in justice? Because if I took this to trial, I mean, I could have, it's beyond a reasonable doubt puts a man in jail for life for committing a crime. I could do that times 1,000. Like, if two eyewitnesses are enough to put a human being in jail for committing a crime for life, right? And DNA and footprints with dermal ridges, like all the evidence that puts people in jail, I could have 1,000 times that in a court of law. So let me ask you, what the hell's it going to take? I take people out and show them Sasquatch. Like, the people that come out with me come back without a doubt that Sasquatch exists. They're real. They see the evidence. They have the interactions. They have the sightings. So what's it going to take? How many people have to come forward and say, I've seen a Sasquatch and they're real? How many people do I have to show? What human being do I have to take out and show a Sasquatch to before they'll go, oh my God, they're real? The DNA's been done. Like, the footage has been done. I'm not sitting here saying, but like even the Patterson film, as incredible, as amazing it is, they were one-trick ponies. Do you think I'm a one-trick pony? Like, I have over 30 people now. It's going to be up around 40 people now this year that have eyewitnessed a Sasquatch after being guided by me. What's it going to take? Never mind another 100 people that have seen evidence so significant, have had live interactions with evidence left over, tree breaks, tracks, structures made, whatever you want to call it, that go home undeniably knowing Sasquatch exists. What's it going to take? And really, the answer is for you. You decide what it's going to take. John Bitternagel talked about this, and I'm going to quote him. Every person who sees a Sasquatch makes the discovery, right? Every person has a threshold of what is the discovery, and that's up to you to decide. Has it measured up to my threshold? It's not up to me. That's your journey. You discover a Sasquatch. Don't worry about what other people have. There's so much crap. Are UFOs real? Is telepathy real? Most people are out there going, well, telepathy doesn't exist. Yeah, it does. It's real. It's scientifically proven. I have literally never sat down with a human being, and in 3 minutes, they're, oh, I'm telepathic. Yep, you are. I'll prove it to anybody. I've never met the human being. I haven't, the biggest jerk off, closed-minded skeptic you ever met in your whole life. 3 minutes, Todd Stenning will have him going, yep. I'm not only telepathic, I'm stereoscopic telepathic. I have highly developed telepathic skills. I met Kyle's dad this week. Guy's an enormous telepath. He's been telepathic his whole life, like a brilliant telepath. And he didn't even try. He didn't even know. He didn't even, what am I saying? He didn't even work on it. Nobody ever said, hey, you're telepathic. Hey, work on this. And after I proved to him he's a powerful telepath, he still had doubts. That's what happens when you break that paradigm, ladies and gentlemen. It's powerful. So, yes, what's the spirit animal? And it was a grizzly bear. So, amazing grizzly bear. So, everybody's talking to Ash, saying hi to Kyle. Kyle had such success. I'm so proud of you, Kyle. Congratulations, young man. You kicked ass. I'm not, you know what, Kyle? Just really imagine what you did and how you got that like, dude, you got to be just sitting there shaking your head going, what in the hell did I just do? Like, you just killed it, man. Like, holy crap, like, wow. You got to be so impressed. Hey, what's up, Todd? Any new videos of Bigfoot? Well, I don't know what to say about that. Like, Jason Shoots out there doesn't even carry a camera around. I'm not carrying a camera around most of the time. It's really just not about that. So, not right now. I have so many incredible videos, and it's just, we're moving in a different direction. That stuff will come, that evidence will come. But I'm sorry, I'm not going to go there at all. Yeah. Wish you had the equipment that they used on Expedition Bigfoot. Expedition Bigfoot is a fake show. They're doing fake stuff. So I know you would give us great photos, infrared. I actually know a special effects artist, a CG guy who did work on Expedition Bigfoot. They're fake. So don't have too much faith in them. The reason Expedition Bigfoot was my show. I'm gonna actually talk about this today. That was my show. Travel and Escape was doing a show. I take people out on expeditions. It was supposed to be Ian Redmond, Jeff Meldrum. The lady that's actually doing the show, I think, was who they had in mind, and me. That was Expedition Bigfoot. Problem is, Todd Stanley, Jeff Meldrum, and Ian Redmond don't lie. And I told them that. If you do fake stuff, we're going to expose you. You tell the truth 100%. And if you do anything that's, wishy-washy, we're going to expose you 100%. Got rid of all three of us. We can't have honest integrity men. We have to have people that are willing to bend the truth and twist it. And well, let's just say it, lie and hoax. And so and I know they did that. I've talked to the CG guy who did certain work on the show. So it's fake. I got excited about a video. Oh my God, this is amazing. Then the CG guy's like, that's my work. It's going to come out, after the confidentiality agreement's over. He's going to start, talking about how he faked stuff, or maybe I don't know. But it's, and I was really pissed off about it. So, and I don't trust people who lie and cheat and fake me. So I don't. There's a rumor going around right now, a preposterous rumor. Some idiots, and I'll say this, some lying, bald faced lying idiots are going around saying, I admitted that I hoaxed everything. What? And I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. I would never say anything like that ever in my whole life. My footage, you want to hear a quote? My footage is real. All of it's real. Everything I did is real. End quote. So these, just the internet and the crap rumors that are going around. Todd Stanley admitted that he was a hoaxer. What the hell are you talking about? I never said anything like that. Ever. There's not a post. There's not something. I don't even joke. I talked about that on Expedition. I've been talking about that a lot this year. I don't even, when it comes to what's going on out there in the wilderness, there's no joking, man. It's serious out there, and I ain't playing. So we go out there, we have fun, and and I want the people to have joy and pleasure and sort of stuff. And sure, I'll tell a couple, why the chicken crossed the road kind of jokes like that. When I say there's a Sasquatch out there, there's a Sasquatch out there. Unless there's a bear over there's a bear over there, you know. So I don't joke around about any of the wilderness stuff that I do, and I I would never ever will I ever say anything like that. So, and of course, there's also no evidence substantiating in any way, shape, or form that my stuff isn't real. Quite the contrary. So, enjoyed your podcast interview on Sasquatch Odyssey. Thank you. I did a podcast with him once before. Kyle's done it. I should probably do it again. I liked Brian. Brian was he was really. I mean, as far as I know, he kept an open mind. Like from what I saw, that maybe I don't know. We also have to wait and see how Brian's going to post things and what Brian thought. So just have to wait and see. I mean, he's going to come out and be authentic, and I hope you had a good time. We have great food out there. We have lots of fun things that we do. The e-bikes are amazing. The tracking is so fun. The tour of all the evidence is so significant and so absolutely outstanding. And authentically with me, he said he was extremely impressed and he really thoroughly enjoyed himself. And that's a huge win. And Sasquatch were around, so um, the alpha is still aggressive. Okay, thanks for listening to it. More to come soon. Yeah, that's so cool. Have you seen? I have seen Bigfoot over 12 times. This is 78 sound. Well, bigfootencounter@gmail.com. I'd love to hear about your stuff, right? Show me Sasquatch says mad respect. Thank you, sir. Respect back to you. It's an integration period. Yes, that's what we'll call it. Actually, that's so. Ash, you're so smart. That's that's what I'm gonna have to start. Please remind me to say that. We have to go through an integration period where we integrate all this new information and ascend to another level. You go up, right? And I can't tell you, like, people, when I say come out as a 10, like, get to the highest level you think you're capable of, and the wilderness and nature and Sasquatch and connecting to the earth and the universe and opening up your mind and awakening will take you up. It's 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 continuously happening. I'm like 30 for 30 for people this year that ascend, like, in ways that are just absolutely mind-boggling. Like, I'm so honored. I see the look on these people's faces. I hear them talk after, especially especially this whole when they meet me, Sabe, according to the Blackfoot, and I agree with this, is about integrity, transparency, honesty, right? That's what they represent because they're telepathic. So you need to understand, I have to be transparent and open and honest. People will meet my family, that, my beautiful lady Ashley. I just talk about everything in my life. I just hold nothing back, and I open up, and I show them honesty and truth, top to bottom. I don't I don't I don't withhold anything. I just open up, and I hope when I open up, they open up, and that's often, more often than not, in fact, all the time, it comes back to me, and they open up back, and that's what these incredible relationships are built, of integrity, when you're so honest and open with people about everything, about your journey, and your expectations, and your growth. And I just see so much change in people, and this is the most incredible job. Like, I just love what I do. It seems overwhelming at times when I can just sit back and go, man, Jason got back, and wow, Kyle's gone back home, and wow, Kyle's dad, Richard, wow, Brian from Sasquatch Odyssey, wow, Ashley, wow, Jacqueline, wow, Richard, like, all these people that have come out, it just and then the friends that I make from this, like, these incredible men and women of such integrity, and they just enrich my life, and I have so much gratitude for it. It's going to take an integration period for me to just even assimilate these new people in my life that just blow my mind, totally blow my mind. So, um, I've been face to face with Bigfoot many times. Again, we really need to hear about that. I would love, send me that. I'm Native American. Wow, yeah, definitely. Bigfoot encounter at gmail.com. Scroll down, there'll be a link. We'd love to hear about it, or go to discoveringbigfoot.org, my website. Like, send us some emails. Like, we'd love to hear more. It's new, and that's what we like to see, is what Ashley says. Is there, hi there, Mr. Sasquatch? Well, thank you. Yeah, there you go. Please tell us about your encounters too. There you go, right below 78 sound. Please tell us about your encounters. Two ways to document that: your Bigfoot encounter, or go there. So there's the links. We really need to hear about your stuff, sir. I have all these people that have been emailing me this year, that's been coming back to me, and man, I'm excited to go and start delving into that right away, in the next 2 weeks after I'm done expeditions. Hey, Todd, how much of a season do you have left? Meaning, when does radium shut down due to weather? Well, I shut it down when the snow flies. That's going to be in about 2 weeks. I mean, that's up to nature. And even Ashley and I were out. Man, we had an epiphany last year too, didn't we, Ash? Oh my God! On We went back, like, there was still no snow, and, like, probably around the 8th or so of November, which is really rare out here. And her and I went back, and had an incredible epiphany that was just so much going on here, guys. So much growth. So, Andy, we don't talk about it publicly from the reservation. Well, you don't have to talk about it publicly. 78 Sound. You can just talk about it with me personally, or Ashley, or Kyle, or Phil, or I'll find somebody, or even just going to the Discovering Bigfoot Facebook page. You'll find lots of people there that have been on expedition and know. And 78 Sound, you say it's your culture. That's cool. Your culture and my culture have to evolve. We have to expand, and you have to decide, if you want this knowledge out there, if you want people to grow and expand, you have to share it. And if you don't, if you're going to hoard it, if you're going to keep it to yourself, then I don't even want to hear about it. If you've had 12 sightings, keep it to yourself. If you don't want to talk about it, Keep it to yourself. You have every right to do that. Many people do that, but you know, it's time. It's time for all of our cultures to get back to nature, to connect with nature, and I don't know anybody who can do that better than Sasquatch. So that's just my perspective. So, and he says, "I know Todd is real." Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, Sassy Quatch. So, it was amazing. Ashley says, "Hi family, hello, discovering Bigfoot, New York." Who's discovering Bigfoot, New York? Hey fam, hey, new friend that I haven't don't remember seeing around. So, hey there, Ash. Did you see photos I sent you yet? Edward's talking to Ashley. That's cool. Ashley is Nature Infused Ash on Instagram. She's really into Instagram. She's also on Facebook. If you go to Facebook, you find me. You'll see I'm in a relationship with Ashley, and you just click on that and send her stuff there too. So, um, you two are a good fit for each other. I completely agree. She's an amazing lady, and I'm so grateful for her in my life on all levels. It's absolutely outstanding. And with all the crazy things happening in the world, it's nice to see two people like I'm a masculine, she's a feminine, and she helps my masculinity, and I help her femininity, and we grow. And I'm gonna just I have no evidence of this, but I'm gonna tell you, masculinity and femininity in an incredibly beautiful pure form is absolutely what the Sasquatch are going to represent brilliantly, and I look forward to learning about that and making that discovery, because it's gonna I can't even imagine what it's going to be like. I used to be a lot about, Sasquatch are male dominated with a harem of females like gorillas or even lions, and now I'm starting to lean heavily towards it's very likely there are monogamous pairs, more like the Native Americans and the First Nations people in Canada and the U.S., like with a chief, but yet monogamous group individuals. And 78 says the tribe says there are cousins. Yeah, I mean it's family, right? They're the most man-like primate on the planet. So absolutely amazing. So that's gonna be the show for today, guys. Like I say, I got tons and tons of stuff to do. Um, they do not want to be discovered. Let me talk about that. Sasquatch want to be left alone. So Alpha Omega, you're completely incorrect. You need to understand the Sasquatch came to Jason Shoot and gave him that spiritual animal. I said I was sitting down for 4 hours at a structure, and the Sasquatch came to me, spoke to me, asked me questions. So you cannot, that's actually, respect, but that's a preposterous statement. All of this research, ask Sasquatch Odyssey, ask Kyle. Hey, Kyle, were you chasing Sasquatch around or were they coming to you? And the answer is they come to us. So I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but you are completely 100% incorrect. These maybe there are Sasquatch that don't want to be discovered. Not my radium Sasquatch, not my Nordic Sasquatch, and not dozens of other Sasquatch that I've been interacting with. They've been making tree breaks, giving all these signs to us. So your statement is infinitely preposterous and entirely incorrect when it comes to my research and the work that I do and all of my colleagues. Not one single colleague. I'm talking about all these 40 sightings. I'm telling you, they come to us. The sightings that we just had came to us. The week before that, those sightings, they threw a rock at my trailer. Almost sounded like a gunshot hit it, telling us what? Hey, come on out and play. We come out and play. There they are, interacting with us. So, you know, that's absolutely wrong. I can tell you, wrong. Like I can tell you 2 + 2 = 4, and that's correct. 2 + 2 = 5 is what you're saying, and you are wrong. It's 4, 100%. In fact, it's entirely preposterous what you're saying. So maybe that's something you're seeing where you are, but it's not what I do. It's not the work that I work with colleagues for. And everywhere I go, there's no exception. The Sasquatch come to me, the Sasquatch interact with me, or the people that are there, period. That's it. So thank you so much for tuning in today, ladies and gentlemen. I love doing this show. I appreciate you being patient with me today, because I just feel so calm, so serenity, and so mind blown. They'll, there's so much to come, guys. Be excited. Be excited. I literally have mentally and spiritually had my ass handed to me in such a beautiful way. I just got such incredible lessons that my brain is hurting, and I'm so excited. to grow and expand and implement these lessons. So the discovery is happening, and it's moving forward. My expectations and what I wanted, I have not got. I really wanted footage this year. I really, and I still may. I don't know what's going to happen with that. There's so much more to come. But I promise you, there's going to be stuff that absolutely astonishes and blows your mind. I've got stuff that's going to come out in the next month or so, just going to blow your mind. So, new documentary coming out. There will be new footage that I filmed years ago, and stuff I can't talk about yet, but it's all coming out, and I really appreciate your patience. Gratitude. Y'all take care of yourself. Bye for now. See you next week.